My name is Andy Sherrell. I work for the Australian Transportation Safety Bureau, the ATSB, and my role with them is as the Quality Assurance Manager for the search for MH370. Basically, my role is to ensure that the data that we collect with underwater search vehicles is of the quality and coverage that's required to find an aircraft underwater. In addition, I provide technical advice for the underwater equipment that's being used for the search and the eventual video and optical imaging of the aircraft once it's found. So we're out testing the first of 3 vessels that are going to go out to the search area and look for MH370. Basically, we've assembled an international team of experts from all over the world with some really highly sophisticated underwater mapping equipment. It's got to work in extreme depths in a very extreme environment, both on the surface and underwater. So we're doing some verification testing near shore in about 600 meters of water, just to test all the equipment to make sure it meets the standards that are needed, to work out any bugs with the system, and just a general test of the system to see if we can tweak any performance out of it to try to maximize the area of seafloor we can map with it while it's up there. We're finding some great results. We're really pushing the limits of the systems to be able to cover as much area as possible. And the reason for that is because this area is so remote, so far away, and it's such a difficult place to not only get to, but also to map. The weather on the surface is very rough. It's hard for ships to operate in, let alone deploy gear off of to map the seafloor. And then once we get down to the seafloor with the underwater vehicles, the terrain is very treacherous. There's sea mounds and valleys, 2,000 meters high, 4,000 meters deep. That's over 2 miles down, with 1 mile high canyons and valleys that we're going to encounter down there. So it's really a difficult area to work in. So the vehicles are going to be challenged, and it's highly likely that the vehicles could be damaged, and so we want to take all steps necessary to make sure that the vehicles are working in optimum condition. The sensors that are installed on the vehicles will give us the greatest amount of coverage and reliability that we can at those depths. This area is massive in size, bigger than any other search ever performed at this kind of water depth